Today, I'm going to show you how to eliminate. Hello?
You fucking suck!
Told him before I eliminate.
Let's start with a simple hip hop beat. Add some hats and a little snare roll at the end. So these drums are very similar to my AT Aliens tutorial. They're very simple and straightforward, but they really thump. So this really comes down to just sample selection and just making sure you're very happy with your drums prior to any mixing, mastering, or even drum processing. I personally hardly ever do any drum processing just because I use my own samples that are already processed. In this track, we're actually using our brand new sample pack. Shit, damn bitch, I'm fucking loud. Pretty much all the sounds that we're using today are coming from my brand new sample pack, which dropped today, Hybrid Bass Volume 2. Let's get into the bass. Do you remember how I said sine waves were fucking awesome last video? This sound is basically just sine waves. So I want to give a huge thanks to Unknown for actually hooking us up with this patch. Let's initiate a patch. Now we're gonna load a sine wave in each oscillator, including the sub oscillator. Now check what happens when I play two notes together. You hear that little fucking ringing sound? Anyway, so we're gonna recreate that effect by turning down or turning up the octave by 2 and the semitones by 7. You get the like harmonic sound. Now we're gonna frequency modulate oscillator A with the waveform from oscillator B. Make sure you turn down the level on oscillator B and turn on FM from B. Now we're gonna add the LFO into the level, the sub, and finally the white noise oscillator. But on the white noise, we're really just gonna put it up to fucking 1 because it's gonna be very subtle. We're actually not even gonna hear it now, but once we add some post-processing effects, then we will hear this bright white oscillator, noise oscillator little thing. So this is what you should have now. Let's move on to the effects and turn this shit down. Just put the dimension mix around here so it sounds real nice and wide. Next we're gonna add some distortion, and on this one we're gonna put the down sample distortion, and this is what's gonna give it that this is what's gonna give it that shit we're looking for. Fucking let me see the fucking value, bitch. And I'm gonna put the mix about 50%. Now let's add an EQ just to cut out the low end right here, and we're gonna add a little notch thing here around 800. Next, fucking OTT. That's nice. And that is pretty much it. We're just gonna do a couple of fancy little tiny small details, like the LFO. I'm going to just make a little slight adjustment here so that it kind of ends a little sooner than the end of the thing, and also make sure I turn on trigger and triplets because these are LFO speeds or rates that I want. Sick. I'm also going to edit the wavetable a little bit. I'm going to go here to the little pen tool and click this shit right here and kind of change it around there. Now let's play a lower note. Okay. You can get this patch for free inside my Discord server. And don't forget to say thanks to Unknown on Twitter. Now let's get into the post-processing of the shit. It's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. The first thing I added was a fat filter Saturn, put the warm tube and put the mix all the way up here and put the drive all the way up. But down here, the mix I put at 50%. So this is just giving it color. Then I added another Saturn, lightly driven saturator, and I turned the band level 2 up a little bit. And the band 3, I turned it down a little bit. Next, I EQ'd the sound like this. Then I added a Serum Effects with 2 effects on there, which is the ring mod effect. I put the cutoff pretty fucking high and the mix very low. This is giving it that little ringy thing at the top that I heard on the original. Finally, one last OTT, because why the fuck not? One last EQ that looks like this. And that's it for that fucking sound. Now, I could also do the same thing for my sub. Could automate this so that it can follow along the right, but I'm too lazy. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're just gonna have a straight sub. It still sounds cool in the drop. All right, so now we just gotta automate some stuff. I'm gonna change the pitch here, and I'm gonna automate this little thing here, and I'm also gonna automate the LFO rate. All right, so this is my LFO rate automation and my pitch automation, and now we have this. That's pretty fucking close, man. For the rest of the thing, I'm not really gonna do any more sound design because I feel like we already took pretty long on that. So we're just gonna grab sounds from okay, I'm gonna go with that one. Instead of doing a synth there, I like the womp from the original. I actually wanted to show you guys how to do the laser thing that he does. That's really super cool. I'm gonna grab a random sound. Okay, so this is from one of my songs. I'm gonna take this sample and just manipulate it a little bit inside FL Studio pre-computed effects. I'm just gonna put the pogo all the way up and also the pitch all the way up, and I'm gonna get a little laser sound. And now I'm going to put some reverb on it and automate the wet knob on this reverb here. So we get this. It hits and then the reverb comes in after. We need brass there. Okay, so in the pack, I have these new synths that I've made, which already have a reverb tail. I thought it was pretty fun to make some stuff like that, so that way I don't always have to make a reverb thing, and I already have like kind of stuff to play with, like little short sweeps I can play with. So this is one of the synths from the pack, and it's actually from the Nasty tutorial. Slice it there and just put the sweeper on there, so it goes. Oh shit, I also added, on the drums, I also added a glass break.
Told him before I eliminate.
I think that's pretty much it. Hey, I just wanted to say, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and, oh, I hope the video quality wasn't that bad. I'm actually surprised I used my phone, since some of you guys know my camera was stolen, and it fucking sucks. But it's okay. We're gonna push through, make these videos still with my phone camera. But if you guys want to donate, we started a little fundraiser. We already put together a couple $100s, which I really appreciate. You motherfuckers are so real for that. If at least one of you guys, if everybody donates $1, we will make this shit. We will fucking make the, if everybody donates $1, we will reach the goal in like no time. Alright, anyway, I'm talking a lot. I hope you guys like the video. Make sure you leave a like. See you guys on the next shit.